Why harm those trying to help? Stop the religious oppression of NHNE Church. July 12, 2020, Chicago, Illinois. NHNE Church of Jesus, SCJ, a religious group based in South Korea, has faced an unprecedented amount of backlash following their association with the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic in South Korea. The city of Daegu sued SCJ chairman Lee Man-hee for approximately $82.3 million, claiming that SCJ had impeded containment efforts in Daegu. This claim was later proven false, as the church had provided all necessary information to the authorities in the early stages of the pandemic, so that contact tracing could be conducted. Still, SCJ continued to be the target of ire from the general public, media, and government, as all fingers were now pointed at SCJ as the sole reason for South Korea's outbreak and suffering economy. Despite the fact that SCJ leadership has fully cooperated with government officials, the provisions under the Infectious Disease Control and Prevention Act, the IDCPA, have allowed personal data of congregation members within SCJ to be compromised, including members' contacts, locations, credit card history, and surveillance footage. Over 400 church facilities were shut down, and the SCJ HQ has been raided by police even though SCJ and its leadership had been fully compliant. The church agrees that contact tracing is needed to best combat the spread of COVID-19. However, actions triggered by enforcement of the IDCPA were carried out without oversight, resulting in the misuse of government authority and intrusion of privacy. Members of SCJ now feel hesitant to disclose their affiliation with the church due to potential persecution. This hesitation became justified when their personal information was exposed to the public, violating multiple religious rights such as the right to practice religion in private and the coercion impairing one's religious freedom. This has put many congregation members in danger of harassment and abuse from authorities, employers, their relatives, and the general public. Furthermore, the South Korean government has gone so far as to cancel the registration of SCJ and has begun search and seizure and investigations of SCJ members currently in custody. Even though the hundreds of members of SCJ who've recovered from COVID-19 have offered to donate plasma and even raise money for research, they are still having their religious rights and human rights oppressed by government officials. This sets a dangerous precedent. It is the government's responsibility to protect the freedom of its citizens and work together for a solution to the deadly coronavirus epidemic without allowing persecution or discrimination of any religious group. SCJ shouldn't be treated as criminals and scapegoats due to something they are also victims of. Instead of bringing harm to those who are trying to help, the South Korean government should value religious freedom and human rights. Please, support SCJ and take a stand against oppression. Thank you.